Hey everybody, how's it going? On today's video, we are going to be talking about an audiobook series that I find hilarious. And this is book one. And that audiobook is called Dead Tired. This is by Ravensdagger and performed by Justin Thomas James, Doria Sachs, Tina Camacho, and Jeff Hayes. I do apologize, Tiana, if I mispronounced your name. But this audiobook is 9 hours and 43 minutes long. This is a hilarious audiobook that has puns stuffed in there. So if you don't like puns, maybe just stop this video now, because I don't think you'll enjoy this one. But if you enjoy a hilarious story, a hilarious light story, then stick around, because I think you'll really enjoy this one. So a little bit of the summary. Harold is a immortal lich, that he is someone that has gathered power, resources, money. He wants to know everything, and he wants to categorize it, and he wants to just not cease until he's known everything. And at the point of the story, he knows everything. He's pretty like nothing is interesting him to do anything more. So he decides to take a nap, a very long nap. So long that the only reason he wakes up is because somebody is trying to break into his lair and scrounge for treasures and trinkets and gold and stuff like that. And he got so surprised that when he woke up from his nap, he immediately killed the person. And he was like, oh, probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have gotten some information. And then so he was thinking of just going back into his nap. And after a little bit of investigating, he's like, well, this seems odd and off. And so he wakes up and he just does more investigating into why everything's off, why his magical lair has degraded. And he eventually makes himself a butler to help him, an undead butler. And it just starts from there, and the craziness and the insanity of it all. He wants to see, because he was sleeping for like thousands upon thousands of years, and he wanted to see, basically before he went back to sleep, how the world is doing and what wonders they might have come up with at this point. Come to find out, they are just a bunch of cultivators, and the technology of the world has not really changed and might have even gotten worse. And also he finds out the system is a tad bit broken, and he wants to know why. So he starts, searching and finding out things about this world and the inhabitants of it. This is a very funny series. Very just a light story, and something that I find very, humorous. But that's my little bit of a summary. You can know more about this book, because I'll leave a link into the description of this video, getting you to Audible and getting the author's summary and a little bit of a sample from Audible that you can play before jumping more into this. But yeah, that's my, again, like I said, my little summary. But I'm going to get into some of the pros about this and some of the cons, because with all these videos, I want to get you into a new audiobook or save yourself some time with an audiobook that you might not really enjoy. So let's get into it. Like I've said already a few times, this is a hilarious story. Just the overpoweredness of this character and how they can just walk through everything that is thrown at them in this world is just kind of like, he's just a scientist trying to figure out, what's changed, and he's interested. He's intrigued, and with being intrigued, he must know. So he can't just go back to sleep and just forget about that. His curiosity has been piqued, and he just needs to know and figure out things and do experiments and all that good stuff. This is, again, a light story, so it's not too heavy. Again, this is only a 9 hour and 43 minute audiobook, and that's if you do at the normal speed, and you don't speed it up at all. But it's a pretty light story, but it doesn't take away from how I think great the story is. And the characters that you interact with and are introduced just get funny, and the interactions and the stories and the situations they're put in are just like kind of just funny. And again, this character is so overpowered that they're just kind of like, not taking anything too seriously, but just like intersecting with or interjecting puns, a lot of puns, so much puns that if you don't like puns, this is not the audiobook for you. But sometimes the character will just go on a tear or intersect them every so often, or interject them every so often. But yeah, the puns are, I'm not a pun person, but they're kind of funny, and I find them hilarious. And just the whole book, just kind of a hilarious thing. I just really enjoy it. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've got for the pros, because it being funny, light, pun filled, loving the interactions with certain characters, and just really enjoying how the story just flows. This is just like a story that I would definitely enjoy while taking a break from maybe more of a serious audiobook or serious story. This is just something light to make me laugh and allow me to get back into a more serious story. Again, cons, I think I've already stated. Probably the biggest con is if you don't like puns, you're probably not going to like this story. And if you don't like stories and you don't like the interaction of goofy characters, even though if this like one character specifically is overpowered, if you don't like the goofy interactions, then you're probably not going to like this. But again, this is a really, personally, a really good book. This is one of two as of right now. I haven't seen any talk of a third yet, but I can't wait. And it's just going to be really, I'm really excited. Also, at the end of these books is like even a little bit shorter of a story. So it's like you get the full story and then you just get this little like, side story. And it's just fun. And again, if you like humorous, light stories, this is definitely an audiobook for you. And if you love puns, this might be your just all-time favorite book then, if you are someone that enjoys that. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a great in-between audiobook book that I think you'll really enjoy. And the cast is Sound Booth Audio's team, and they do a great job and really make it a great experience to listen to, in my opinion. Others might not feel that way, but that's the way I feel. So again, there will be a link in the description of this video so you can go learn more about Dead Tired. And I hope that I've sparked an interest, or I have saved you time because you don't think any of this is good, or you don't like puns. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you're listening to right now, and I would love to hear it and even find more audiobooks to listen to. So, well, without further ado, I'll let you guys go. All right, toodles!